This is the Avanti mini extruder with heating block. The extruder is the apparatus that we'll be using today in order to do liposome preparation by extruding the liposomes to a particular size. The first thing we need to do is disassemble the extruder. To do this, we will remove the retaining nut. Whenever the nut is removed, you can view the Teflon bearing inside of it. With the retainer nut removed, we can now remove the internal membrane support from the extruder outer casing, showing the internal O-ring that is placed on the membrane support. Next, remove the second internal membrane support from the extruder outer casing. Now, we will pre-wet 2 filter supports for each internal membrane support. First, we will wet 2 with DI water and place them over the orifice of the first internal membrane support. Then, we will get another 2 filter supports, wet them with DI water, and as well place them over the orifice of the other internal membrane support. Then, we can remove the DI water and place one of the internal membrane supports into the outer casing. Now that our 2 parafilter supports are pre-wet with DI water, we are going to place 1 polycarbonate membrane in the extruder outer casing over the filter support and O-ring. The polycarbonate membrane is the thin shiny disc on the left. Do not install one of the blue paper discs which separate the polycarbonate membrane on the right. The polycarbonate membrane and filter supports are intended to be used for a single liposome preparation and should not be reused. Now we're going to place the polycarbonate membrane inside the extruder outer casing. Now that that is done, we are going to carefully place a second internal membrane support into the casing as well, being careful not to twist the membrane support when it comes in contact with the membrane. Then we are going to take the retainer nut with the Teflon bearing and screw it onto the outer casing, making sure to make it finger tight. Do not use a wrench when tightening this apparatus. Now that our extruder is assembled, we can now place it into the heating block. When placing it in the heating block, make sure that it is secured and sitting flush into the block. Now that we have it secured, we continue with our extrusion of our liposome preparation.